Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another meal prep video. Today we are going to prep all lunches and then of course my usual veggies and fruit for snacking. So for lunches we're going to do a BLT chicken salad and then also an egg salad, which I will pair those with some crackers or on lettuce leaves, something like that. And then for the other two meals, they're going to seem like they're kind of like cheat meals, but they actually are really good hack for people who have never meal prepped before or just getting into meal prepping, or you don't have a whole lot of time to do any meal prepping. This is just kind of a hack to use kind of pre-made meals and make them into meal prep meals. So there'll be a couple of items from Trader Joe's that I picked up that I'm going to turn into two of my lunches for the week. So let's go ahead and get started. As usual, I start with my fruits and veggies. This is one thing that I suggest you start your meal prep with because there may be things that you need to use for the rest of your meals. So I already had some peppers cut up from last week and I'm going to use these for one of my lunches. So I'm going to chop these up and then the rest of these I'll just have with some hummus and dip this week. I get a lot of questions from people asking how I get my veggies to stay fresh all week. I don't have any issues. I do put a paper towel on the bottom of these plastic containers. I have never really noticed any difference between them staying better in plastic versus glass. I just don't have any issues with any of my stuff. I always prep on Sunday and it's still good. The fruit is usually still good through Thursday is usually the last day I have it, Thursday or Friday, but the veggies always last. Like I said, these are from last week and they are not slimy, they are not bad or anything. And then same with my cucumbers and my carrots, those always last over a week. So like I said, I don't know, what the difference is. Like I said, I usually just use these plastic containers for it. So what I like to do first, like I said, I like to chop everything up. So I'll chop up my onion, which I'll be using this. Actually, I'll probably use almost all of this onion for all of my meals you're going to see me prep today. I lately have been peeling my cucumber because the peel on these English cucumbers are supposed to be really tender, but lately they have been just super hard and bitter. I don't know what's going on with them. So I have been kind of just lightly peeling the cucumbers and I just slice these up. These I just like to put in hummus, or sometimes I just like to snack on them without anything. I thought I had a red onion, that's why I didn't buy any this week, but I have two yellow sweet onions. I do prefer red onion in my salads, but I am just going to chop these up because I'm making an egg salad and a chicken salad, so I will be putting the sweet yellow onion in that. I'm going to clean up and then chop up my strawberries. Lately I've been using my strawberries with my breakfast. So again, having these chopped up and ready to go is great because I do work outside the home. So it is nice to have this ready to go. I can just grab and go with my breakfast in the morning. I have a couple things. These are some grapes left over from last week. I'm going to have grapes from this week. So just want to get these cleaned up, put away in a container. I did not eat these ones because I did not get these ones all cleaned up last week. So I'll put these into a container so they can just be good, again, good for grab and go. Cilantro, I need this for a couple of meals this week. So I'd like to get this all chopped up so that on the night that I have it for dinner, I don't have to stop and chop anything. I do prefer to buy whole carrots when I have the time to clean these up. The baby cut carrots are fine, but the whole carrots, I do prefer to have these. It does take a little bit more work to peel them, clean them, peel them, chop them up, but I'll tell you guys, these taste much, much better. They're sweeter, they're crunchier than the baby carrots. And so I do just, if you do meal prep, I recommend getting the whole carrots. It's just, it's really worth the work that it takes to do it. And then my cherry tomatoes, so I'll be using these in my BLT chicken salad. So I do want to clean these, and then I only clean these as I use them though, because I do notice with tomatoes, especially these like the greenhouse grown ones, if I wash them ahead of time, they don't last as good because I don't keep these in the refrigerator. I do keep them on the counter. So I just take whatever I'm going to use, wash them up, and I just put the rest of them on the counter. So that'll be what I'm doing for fruits and veggies. I forgot to pick up celery also this week. Normally I would be putting celery in all the salads you're going to see, but I did neglect to pick that up, so we will just not have any celery. So I'm going to go ahead and do this part, get these all ready to go. Again, I do suggest you cutting up all your fruits and veggies ahead of time because you never know what you're going to need. If there's any other types of veggies you need for any of your meal prep, kind of look through all your recipes of your meal prep. Look and see if there's anything else you need to get out and chop up. And I suggest doing all of that first, getting all that prepped and ready to go. It will also make your meal prep seem a lot less hectic, and it'll take a lot less time. Alrighty, so the hard part is done. Yes, I do consider this the hard part. So if you're wondering, this is the most tedious part, I feel like, of most meal preps. So once it gets done, it's great to have it done. Took me about 20 minutes, and we have our strawberries for breakfast, our snacking, then we have the various things that I need for recipes, mainly for my lunches and also for dinners. Also, I should mention that, say I needed zucchini for something for a dinner in the week, or some other sort of vegetable, I would chop those up also and just have those ready to go. Because I do work, I leave the house about 7 in the morning to head to work. I don't get home sometimes until about 5, maybe 5:30 if it's a long work day. So I literally like to come in the door, and I'm not a night person. So for me, I just like to come in the door and go right to making dinner. And if I can get dinner on the table in less than 30 minutes, that's kind of my goal. So having any kind of prep ahead of time is why I like to do that. For my egg salad, so I have some eggs here. They are cooking right now. I actually have some cooking right now in the Instant Pot. So the way I do my eggs is what I call the 5-5-5 method. So they go into the Instant Pot under the steam setting with about a cup of water for 5 minutes. I let them natural release for 5 minutes, and then I put them into an ice bath for at least 5 minutes. And then I let them actually usually sit in the ice bath until I'm ready to use them. So as soon as the eggs are done, we'll go ahead and get started on this egg salad. But other things that go into this, I'm going to add in some of these chives from Thrive Market. I'm going to add in some dill. We're going to do some smoked paprika. The only other spice, I'll do salt and pepper. Of course, I forgot to grab that. Celery salt is also really good in this. I don't know why I don't have any, but I do not. So I do suggest celery salt. And of course, salt and pepper. Like I said, I forgot to grab that. I typically do like red onion, but I cut this one up, as you can see, pretty finely. So I'm just going to do the sweet yellow onion and some green onion. We're going to do plain non-fat Greek yogurt. So this is going to be completely 0 points for this salad. I'm going to do some dill relish, and then we're going to do some yellow mustard. Sometimes I do Dijon mustard. Just feel like doing yellow mustard. Oh, and one more ingredient to help go along with this plain non-fat Greek yogurt. If you hear any loud noises in the background, I apologize. My husband and his son are cutting down a little tree that died in our yard, so it may get loud here soon. So I just like to, I know you can chop up your eggs. Honestly, like, I like mine to be a little bit chunky. Like, I don't like it diced. So I just use my little egg slicer here to just slice my eggs for my egg salad. That's how I always do it. Do it however you would like, whatever type of way you want. You can dice it. You can do that new thing that I'm seeing all over, and that's shredding it. You can shred it, but definitely not necessary. But it's up to you how fine or chunky you like your egg salad. I just like mine a little bit chunkier. We'll just start tossing in the rest of the ingredients. With this salad, I'm not going to do the dressing separately just because there's no lemon juice or anything, so I don't really have to get it like evenly distributed throughout or anything. So we're going to do the yellow onion, green onion. We're going to put in some mustard. I don't really measure it, but it's probably about a tablespoon or so. And also, if you like Dijon mustard, you can use that, but I'm just going for this today. Some dill relish, or you can chop up some pickles and do that as well. We are going to sprinkle on some dill. Again, you probably about a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon, depending on your, what you like of it. Chives, I love, so I probably do about a tablespoon of chives. I do prefer to use the fresh chives, but that's not always able to do that. Smoked paprika, I am going to measure this because you don't want too much of this, but I highly recommend the smoked paprika versus regular, just because it is just packed with flavor. So about a 1/2 teaspoon, but it's not wanting to come out, so Yeah, it's just packed with flavor. I highly recommend smoked paprika. Just get that and have it in there in your spice cabinet because you never know. Gonna add in some pepper, more salt. We're gonna add in, like I said, about 2 teaspoons of this sweetener, which I already put my 2 teaspoon one in the sink, so we'll just use this one. And then of course we have our plain non-fat Greek yogurt, so a 1/2 cup of that. You can use mayo if you like, if you don't want the Greek yogurt. That's what this is using in place of. This is gonna be completely 0 points, you guys. 100% 0 points for this egg salad. Adding that little bit of sweetener in there is gonna really help make the Greek yogurt taste like mayo. It's just gonna kind of mimic that. And as you can see, like mine is super chunky, but that's just how I like it. It's so good, you guys. And this is best, of course, after you put it in the refrigerator for at least a couple hours. I've noticed with egg salad, egg salad is always the best the next day. So there's that. Next up is a BLT chicken salad. I'll have this either on wraps or on like lettuce wraps. I also have some low carb wraps. This is good on wasa crackers. This is just good to eat on its own. So let me show you everything I put in my BLT chicken salad. So first up, I do like to use canned chicken. I know a lot of people don't like it, so you don't have to. You can just use whatever kind of chicken you'd like. What I do with canned chicken, this is one I get at Costco. You can also get it at Walmart, any grocery store. This is the big can, which I do suggest using the big can. I will drain this really well, rinse it off, and I'll also kind of pat it with some paper towels. I do find when I'm using Greek yogurt in with a salad that you want to make sure your chicken is nice and dry. So I'll do all that. And then we have some halved cherry tomatoes. I'll use 4 slices of this bacon. I'll go and cook it up, dice it up really well. Again, I would normally use a red onion, but we're gonna use a sweet yellow onion. We have some green onion here. So that'll be all in the salad part. Then for the dressing, we're gonna take some plain non-fat Greek yogurt. We're gonna take some more of that sweetener again, just 2 teaspoons of the sweetener. We're gonna use a 1/2 cup of the plain non-fat Greek yogurt, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then we have some salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. All of that will go in the dressing. We'll mix it up really well and then mix it in with the rest of the ingredients. Let's go ahead and toss in all the ingredients for the chicken salad here. So this is the chicken. It's super dry. I let it drain for a long time. Then I took some paper towels and just squeezed the moisture out, which, like I said, when you're using Greek yogurt, because it's a little bit runnier than mayo, I do suggest it really dry. I have our 4 slices of bacon here that I've chopped up. Then we have our cherry tomatoes that I halved. We just have a little bit of onion here. My bigger bowl I'm using for my eggs, for my to have my eggs sit in an egg bath, so hopefully this will work. Then we have some green onions, and then, so that's it for this salad. So now let's go ahead and make the dressing. As I look around my kitchen, I realize a lot of you are probably yelling at me saying, no, the worst part of meal prepping is the cleanup. Yes, I forgot about the cleanup. That is the worst part of meal prep, not chopping the veggies. So a 1/2 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. We're gonna do a tablespoon, I got Greek yogurt everywhere, a tablespoon of lemon juice. And then it's supposed to be a 1/2 teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder, but you know me, we don't measure. We just measure with our heart here. That. Okay, and then we are gonna measure out 2 teaspoons of sweetener. Again, I just feel like this makes it a nice balance of the sweet, and this is a 2 teaspoon measuring spoon here. I just like the balance of that, and that is it. So we're gonna go ahead and whisk this up, and then we will pour it over our salad. Oh, I forgot the salt and pepper. Again, I don't measure the salt and pepper. We just I like a lot of pepper. And then I use, if you didn't know, I use pink Himalayan sea salt for my salt, so that's why it's pink. Now, oh, that looks much better. You guys don't know it, but I'm having the hardest time with my tripod today. It has been nothing but technical issues through this entire meal prep for some reason. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's not wanting to stay. But I try to keep that stuff from you guys so you don't have to deal with it. Okay, so we have our dressing here. And the only thing in this salad that we have to count is the bacon. Everything else is 0 points. So it's just that bacon, which I used 4 slices. And so if I turn this salad into 2 servings, which I typically do because I like to put quite a bit on my lettuce wraps, or if I have it with crackers. So this will be 2 servings for me. Then that's just 2 slices of bacon I have to count, which I believe that's 3 points. But I will have all of that stuff at the end of the video. So we're just gonna mix this up really well until everything is really well incorporated. And here are our 2 salads. So this will make 4 servings for me because I will just split each of these in half more than likely. I have some low carb wraps. I have some romaine lettuce. I can put it in lettuce leaves. I also have some green leaf lettuce. I have some wasa crackers, which are the big crackers. So whatever you like, or you could just eat it on its own. But you guys, this is such a high protein, low calorie, low point meal. Let me go ahead and put the points, calories, and protein here on the screen, and let me know if you guys are going to try this yummy egg salad. And then we have the BLT chicken salad. So again, I will put on the screen here the points, calories, and protein on the screen. Again, I will use this the same way. So you guys, yummy salads to have for lunch. Next up, I'm going to show you a little hack. Now again, this may seem like cheating, and it may seem, I don't know, to some people it may seem like this is a more expensive option than meal prepping, but let me tell you again, I just told you I leave my house at 7 in the morning, sometimes not home till about 5:30. I will come home for lunch. I'm only about a mile away from my work, so I do come home from lunch, but I don't always want to take the full hour of lunch because, again, if it's really busy, I'll just take a 30-minute lunch and then I'll take my lunch back to work and just eat it at my desk. Sometimes I know it's going to be a day where I need to work through lunch, or I just don't want to come home, so I want to be able to transport my lunch to my office in the morning, and then I just throw it in the microwave. So there's a lot of variables that go around why I need to have a really quick and go lunch. Plus also, again, because I am out of the house for 10 plus hours every day, sometimes during my lunchtime, I'm actually doing stuff around the house, throwing a load of laundry in, folding a load of laundry, maybe cleaning the bathroom, anything that I can get done where I'm not doing it all on my days off on the weekends. So I do utilize as much time as I can in my day. So to me, this is not cheating. To me, this is making use of something that's out there. So again, this has been a busy weekend. So for me, having a really super easy meal prep is the way I want to go. So because of that, I do have some, just some little hacks here for you. So if you've never meal prepped before, this is a really easy way to get into meal prepping. This is a way where you can make it easy for yourself and just kind of get into the habit of doing it. So let me show you what I got here. So we have some of my favorite Tyson rotisserie chicken breast strips. I get these at Costco. I think you can get them at other places as well. So I'm going to use this for both of these lunches. Now I'm just going to make 2 of these lunches because I don't like to have the same thing every single day. As you guys have noticed in my meal preps, I don't typically have the same thing every single day. So for me, I'm just going to do 2 of these lunches, and then we'll do the chicken salad and we'll do the egg salad, and that'll get me through all 7 days of the week. So I'm going to heat up 2 servings of this Tyson rotisserie chicken breast strips. You can put this in the air fryer or in the microwave or in the oven too. And then I have this. I've never tried this before. This is the Trader Joe's spicy Mexican style rice cauliflower. So I'm just going to look at the bag, cook it to the bag instructions. I'm going to add some chicken to this. I'm going to use half the bag. So this is 4 servings. So I'm going to do 2 servings. It's only 1 point for 1 serving. So I'm going to use half the bag for 1 serving. The other half I'm going to save for a taco bowl for dinner later in the week. And that'll be a nice, good meal. It has, vegetables with the cauliflower rice, has other vegetables in there. We have the chicken for protein. Easy peasy meal. The second meal I'm gonna make is using this Trader Joe's rice cauliflower stir fry. I've had this many times, love it. This is also 1 point for 1 serving, so again, we'll be using half the bag. I am going to add in some diced up bell pepper, and actually I may use half of this for this and maybe add some more bell pepper to this as well. I am going to add in some cilantro in with this one, and we are going to use some stir fry sauce with this one too. So I'm going to use this sugar-free G. Hughes stir fry sauce, which will be 0 points, and we'll just add some chicken to this, and this is going to be a nice healthy, high protein, low calorie, low point, low carb meal. And I'll have 2 of those for lunches this week. And again, this is just a nice little hack. There's a lot of these types of convenience meals out there that you can pick up and turn them into meals that, you know, just like a bulk them up, where they're still like healthy and they're easy, but you can just easy to grab and go for lunches. With any type of cauliflower based recipe, I do suggest, even if it gives you an option to cook it in the microwave, I do suggest using it in a skillet, just because you can, the more you cook down a cauliflower, the better that it tastes, and it just gets drier and it just doesn't have, you know, it's just not really wet. So this one has tomatoes, tricolor bell peppers, and jalapenos. So we're just gonna go ahead and let this cook up, and it's still frozen. So we're gonna go ahead and let this cook up. I'm just gonna cook it down. There are a lot of bell peppers in here, but I think I'll go ahead and add in some of the bell peppers and some of the onion just to add just a little bit more flavor. And then at the very end, we'll add in the diced chicken. Okay guys, so this is done, and this smells absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to try this. This is, I think, will be a staple as long as I can make it to Trader Joe's. It's not an easy trek for me, but when I do make it that way, I will definitely pick this one up. I mean, as long as it tastes as good as it smells. But I'm going to put this in a meal prep container, and then we'll start on our stir fry. So here is the second one, which, as a reminder, is this rice to cauliflower stir fry. We have green peas, red peppers, grilled corn, tamari, spring onions, sesame oil, and ginger. It is only 1 point per serving. We're going to do 2 servings for this one meal. I'm going to add in these bell peppers. I'm not going to add in any onion because that's all the onion that I chopped up, and I want to use that for my chicken salad and egg salad. So I'm just going to go ahead and saute this up, and then once it's cooked down a little bit, I'm going to add in the chicken, and then we'll add in the stir fry sauce from G. Hughes, the sugar-free stir fry sauce. We're going to go ahead and add in our teriyaki sauce. You can have like 4 tablespoons of this for 0 points, so I don't typically measure it out. And then we're going to add in the rest of our diced up chicken. And there we go. This meal is all done. Here is that stir fry. I added some fresh green onion on top, and you guys, this is going to be so good. So I will put the points, calories, and protein here on the screen. Here is our Mexican corn cauliflower rice. I can't remember what it's called. I did put some fresh cilantro on top, and I will put the points, calories, and macros on the screen, or points, calories, and protein on the screen. And here is everything. So I will have these, of course, 1 day each. Then these are going to actually make 4 meals for me. But the fact that these are so versatile, I can use crackers, wraps, you know, tortilla wraps, lettuce wraps. There's so many things you can do with this that it feels like you're not eating the same thing, which is great, because you guys know I don't like to eat the same thing every day. That's the reason why I do meal prep multiple lunches for the week. I wish I was a person that could eat the same thing every day, but I'm just not. So there's our lunches. And of course we have our fruits and veggies and all of that for the week. And we are done, you guys. So thank you so much, as always, for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I will have a link to like some egg salad and BLT salads down below, so you can check those out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.